Hello and welcome to Truly Football. I'm your host Sami Tariq and I'm joined today by Abaan Fida, and we're going to talk about the top players from round of 16. And we cannot start the video without talking about Kylian Mbappe.
I mean, all our videos have been about Kylian Mbappe in some part, haven't they? What a player he is.
Which goes to show that he has just turned up in this tournament. He has 5 goals so far and he has assisted 2 goals as well.
I mean, he was the top contender for the Golden Boot alongside Harry Kane, but Kane hasn't really been on his best game as goal scoring wise. But I mean, Mbappe, what a player! I mean, everything he does is just magical. I mean, what a player!
Who else to go for the golden ball than Kylian Mbappe? I think he is going to be the player of the tournament. If France succeeds, even if France makes it to the final, I think no other player could even come close to Kylian Mbappe. Moving on, we have Goncalo Ramos, who turned up in Portugal's game against Switzerland.
Out of nowhere, I think. I mean, half of the people I know, casual football fans, they don't even know who he is.
So Goncalo Ramos, after the match, told the media that he was over the moon when he found out that he was going to play the match. It goes to show that even he didn't know that he would play the match.
I mean, I told you, everyone was expecting Leao to start. I mean, everyone expected Ronaldo to start the game, but even if he was benched, you would think Leao was the one who was next in line. But Ramos was a very unexpected pick from Santos, and it paid off. It absolutely did. What a performance it was, absolutely incredible.
And before the match started, the Portuguese coach, Fernando Santos, he was facing a lot of criticism. People were talking about how could you bench Ronaldo, and he didn't only bench Ronaldo, he benched Joao Cancelo, one of his best players, and he actually...
That benching was deserved, I think. Diogo Dalot has been in superb form for United this season as well, and even in the substitute appearances he came off the bench, he delivered good performances, and Cancelo has been quite disappointing this season, to be on this tournament actually, and so I don't think, and Dalot I think got an assist as well.
Yes,
so it paid off in the end, and I think he will continue to start.
So I would say that he got those tactics right on point, watching how Portugal ripped that Switzerland defense apart. Next up we have Brazil's Richarlison. He has been a live wire in the team, and he has scored 3 goals so far in the tournament. He was in the news for his goal celebration again. Even Tite, the Brazilian coach, he danced with him. And it was a very funny celebration. What do you think about that?
I mean, I told you, Brazilians are entertainers, and the thing with Richarlison is he's one of those serious type of football players, the ones you are scared.
He's very passionate.
The ones you get scared of. His move to Spurs earlier this season didn't quite work on in the start. He had competition with Kulusevski, but.
And he had that injury.
And people expected that Gabriel Jesus will start most games for Brazil because he has been tremendous for Arsenal this season. But still, Tite prefers to play Richarlison, and he has showed that his trust is in the right place.
True. Moving on, Ivan Perisic scored a header, a bullet header, and made sure that Croatia stayed in the game and took it to penalties. He has 2 assists to his name so far, and he has that 1 goal. What a brilliant goal it was.
I mean, Perisic is...
And I know that you rate him highly. Abaan has always picked him in his team.
I mean, the thing with Perisic is he's one of those players who just doesn't seem to age. I mean, for a winger, you would expect a winger to, his game to drastically drop off when you get to a certain point. You can't run that much, and he's a wing back, so he has to, his work rate has to be more than, let's say, a proper fullback or a proper winger. But Perisic is just amazing, his technical ability, his work rate, everything is on point. He's in there for the tackle, he's in the opponent's half for headers, he puts in amazing crosses. He's a very good player, and I think he's one of the main players for Croatia, and even in the quarterfinals I think he'll be one of the players to look out for.
If you look at Croatia's last few tournaments, you would see that Ivan Perisic was involved in most of their goals. So a lot of what they do offensively comes through Ivan Perisic. I do rate him highly, and I think I agree with Abaan. I think that Croatia's performance against Brazil would depend a lot on how Ivan Perisic performs in that game. Moving on, we have Denzel Dumfries. He provided 2 assists in the Netherlands match against USA and scored a goal as well. So he was involved in 3 goals in that, all 3 goals in the match, and took Netherlands to another quarterfinal.
I mean, we saw that last year in the Euros, Dumfries out of nowhere. I mean, he was a wing back and he was playing almost as a striker. You know, he was always there in the opponent's half, and he's one of those players.
Actually, in the opposition half more than some of the forwards.
Yes, absolutely, and he's one of those players who, you know, they're like national team merchants. I don't think he's played well for Inter this season.
Yeah,
it's been a very disappointing transfer, but he always turns up for the Netherlands game, and now he's linked to United as well. So I'll back him even more.
I would say that it shows that Louis van Gaal has played a big role in getting the best out of him.
Yes, absolutely.
Because he always turns up for the national team. So that's all we had for this video. Keep watching our videos. Let us know if you agree with our opinions in the comments section. Don't forget to like us, subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back with more football content soon. We'll catch you in the next video.